So here's the problem. You can pause the video if you don't want to see the solution yet. So here's my solution. This is what we were given. I mean, this is a pretty big problem, as far as size goes. First thing I did was see this guy. Once I saw this guy, he could go. I mean, I wrote it out here, but I would never write that out on the test. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it over as a positive and add it, bring the 6 down and go right to this step. I'm thinking writing this extra step is like 10 to 20 seconds right there. I mean, by seeing this guy here, I'm already knowing that that's going to be a factor of this top guy. I mean, I'm going to pull out the negative side just to show it. Got to pull out that negative side, but this is definitely going to be a factor. Matter of fact, I didn't even foil it out. It's got to be a factor. I mean, I went in with brute force, put this guy in, put these two in, put my second set of parentheses, and then, 8 times 3, 3 times 2, this has to be 2. Everything's positive. I mean, time is an issue. I'm not trying to allot any extra time, but I mean, some of these steps you have to take. Rather than think about it too much, I just went on and canceled those. They're equal on opposite sides, they're going to cancel. Divide them off, whatever. Didn't even want to write this step out, but I had to. I want to, you don't want to mess up on it. That takes some time. Had to filter out the signs here. That takes some time. Didn't want to do it. The 2's are equal on opposite sides of the equal sign. I mean, they got to go away. I'm looking at a negative ax equals 3x. I mean, a equals negative 3, but you have to still take a couple seconds to think about that just to be sure. I mean, to make sure you don't want to get this far and then. So the answer is B. I just wanted to show the whole page because there's been some question of whether this was actually an SAT problem. And I went on and verified it myself. It was on test 3, the no calculator portion, section 3, number 13. Everybody can see that is an actual problem. No calculator portion. I mean, this is by far the most popular question. I mean, is it one of the toughest ever? Well, I mean, can an average high school student in America do this in 30 seconds? By my calculations, you need to be solving all these problems in roughly 30 seconds if you want to go big on it. 730, 750, perfect score, 790. I mean, just the writing alone, how long does that take? I have a bachelor's in math, but it didn't take me that long, but it took me, there's no way I'm writing that in under 30 seconds a minute. Those friendly folks down there at SAT headquarters, they can learn a lot. When students come in there with 790, 800s on a test like this, they compile all these questions, throw them all together. They know you're well prepared. You had good schooling, you can handle pressure. You start looking at all the questions that you ask about this. You go down a rabbit hole. Our joyful friends down at the SAT headquarters, they can learn a lot. They can read who you are. They know where you're at. It's like a soul read. Some of you might think I'm reading too much into this. No, I'm not. It has to be, it's a well-constructed test. The more I dig into it, the more I tell it's a well-constructed test. It's a well-constructed test. The more problems I look at, the more I can tell this is a well-constructed test. Got any opinions on it? No opinion? Think it's worth talking about? Something to do. I think it's kind of an interesting topic. Some people might be watching this. They're in high school. They're going to take the test. So, I wonder what you're thinking. Comment if you want. You don't have to. But if you want to comment on this. There was so much response on this video. I just wanted to go ahead and redo it. And now that I redid it, I'm looking at how much writing there is for a 30-second question. And it's a good question. That's what I think.